let's talk about the NBA a little bit. Players are dropping fast. You got Luka with the hamstring.
Yes.
You got Austin Reeves, oblique. You got Wemby, he just hurt his ribs. You got Cade Cunningham, who had a collapsed lung trying to get back for the playoffs. Those are 4 players that I just named that anybody want to pay tickets to go see in person. What y'all think about the rule? You got to play 65 games in order to be eligible for the awards.
My stand still stays the same, that it should not be 65 games. I don't know what the number is, and I understand they're trying to keep the whatever you call it down, low management down. But you got great guys like that who I think somebody else can't miss another game. You know what I mean? So like if you legitimately hurt,
hold on.
Right. And it's not only that, it messes with their money.
Okay, Malik,
like the Giannis thing.
Malik,
that's messing with his money.
What you think about the rule? These cats, how you think about it? Like these cats, other than Wemby, they're not going to make their 65 games.
My deal is I don't like the 65, but I don't like somebody playing 49 getting an award. 49, that's kind of close to it.
It depends on what the reason is. If you legitimately hurt and had a 2-month injury, 3-month injury,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And you come back and you kill, then you should be in that award situation.
Man, LeBron James don't be hurt. He'll sit out all before playoffs.
The only thing I would say about
why he playing so long.
The only thing I would say about that scenario
juiced
is
up.
you come back and you kill, and you playing 46, 47 games. The other cats, they play 70, 80 games.
Yeah, bro.
So,
well,
guess what?
if those guys are better, those guys are better. But if you take someone like a Luka, SGA, a Joker, and those guys have a real injury, Giannis, and they come back and they carry their teams, ain't going to be too many guys better than them playing in them 50
but how
games.
you know they're going to keep that average over an extra 30 or 25 games?
I'm not saying they don't.
That's the
But what I'm
caveat
saying
on
is they
that.
killed, and they brought their teams to make them relevant.
Right.
Right,
I
in
agree.
50 games. And they were legitimately hurt. They were legitimately injured. We talking collapsed lung. We talking hamstring injuries. Like, that's legit stuff.
Right.
See what?
What's that?
What you got on it?
Oh, my opinion on it, I agree with Malik on that all the way. And then my thing is, you take people like these older players, they say, God, I know LeBron at times want to go for the MVP trophy. In month of the playoffs, he's sitting out a bunch of games. So my thing is, I agree with Malik saying. I agree with Melvin saying. To me,
so
it is what it is.
But how you feel about it affecting their money?
Yeah, the biggest point is
They don't get first all NBA. They talking about big money.
Their opportunity to get max contract is tied to all NBA, and if they don't play the 65 games, then. But here's my thing though. They collectively bargained that, so the players agreed to that.
Is
and
true.
the players, can I finish? I'm listening. And the players are the ones that started that low management thing. Nobody said.
No, that's not true.
They didn't start that. San Antonio did.
Greg Popovich started that.
So you telling me they went to Greg and said, I want to play him. Greg said, no, you ain't going to play.
No. I'm going to tell you the year when they knew they was going to play Miami Heat. And they set all them boys out when they went to Miami, so they don't have no good tape on them when they play them in the finals.
Right, that's one game.
No. They did that twice.
2 games, not the whole year.
He was sitting.
So if they played
It was
80 games that
strategic
year,
though. It was strategic.
If they
why
played
he did
80
that.
games that year, nobody's saying anything.
No, hold on. What you fail to realize is Greg did it a lot. He did it for the All-Star games. He was like, don't play the All-Star games.
Yeah.
He felt it was a waste of time. He had them play. He had those guys sitting a lot throughout the time. You may play 4 or 5 games and miss 2. Play 4 or 5 and miss 2. He was doing that a lot with a lot of
healthy for the
Do
playoffs.
you know where the 65 game rule came in?
When?
You know, because they went back and looked and saw what Greg was doing, and all them players played more than 65 games. So even though he was low management
is low management. So what I'm saying across the board. And the thing is, all 450 players did not vote on that. They are representatives that went and voted on that. That don't mean all of them agreed to it. And that's what we failed to realize. Like, you act like they all got together in the room and huddled up and said, yeah, we'll take 65. They had representatives who represented them. And I know that's fine, that's how it works. But that's what happened.
Wait a minute. Did we all vote for Trump? We had representatives. Come on, man.
And you still complaining. That mean
what are you talking
but you
about?
still don't
What
agree
you
with the
talking
shit that he
about?
does. That don't mean they agree with it.
But you paid these people.
They didn't pay Chris Paul to do that. You got players. They didn't pay McCullough to do that. The representatives. Those guys went there as representatives and spoke their mind.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about the rookie of the year. Let's talk about the Rookie of the Year. Can we just get past the foolishness? Cooper Flagg went for 51 against Orlando. Then he came with 45 against the Lakers on national TV.
I forgot Dallas Mills.
Dallas Mills.
I
Guess
did it
what?
right.
He got a stat line. He leads all rookies with 20.8 points. Third with rebounds in rookies, 6.6. Second in assists for rookies, 4.5. Only rookies to ever average 26 and 4. The first one was Larry Bird. The second one was Michael Jordan. The third one was Luka Doncic. And Cooper Flagg would be the fourth. Why are we talking about whether this cat gonna get Rookie of the Year or not?
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
We weren't talking about it. You talked about it because you had to bring it up.
Dallas Mills and the Mavericks.
about it.
I asked a couple weeks ago. You said, "Well, Knipple, he's leading the league in
Knipple was
3
having-
points."
At that
Blah
time,
blah
Cooper
blah.
wasn't playing, and Knipple was doing his thing. Cooper was
Knipple's
out a
still
few
doing
games,
his thing.
but Knipple's been doing his thing. What I said
All year.
was, Knipple was the biggest rookie surprise. I was not expecting that.
I was.
100%.
I would.
I wouldn't. You got me on that
Hey,
one,
that boy,
dog.
that skill, man.
That boy, he
Skilled
can
all the way
shoot,
around, and
but
he
at
got
the
a
end
good
of the
body
day,
on him.
at no point in time this year was Knipple. If he was that good, he'd have been number one.
You're right, man. You got it. Cooper Flag. You want to move on? Anybody else in
Nah,
Dallas?
nah,
you
I
wanna talk
got
about?
No,
something
no,
to
go
say
ahead,
on it.
Malik.
All right, so I think it right now reminds me of a LeBron and Carmelo race.
What about it?
Knipple in the playoffs. Flag ain't gonna even sniff the playoffs. So
Got
of
a
course
point,
he can go
Dallas
for
Mel.
51 when I know it don't matter.
Facts.
So in theory, it ought to be co-rookies of the year, but we gonna see if the NBA gonna really push Flag and just
Oh, you
give
know
it
they
to him
pushing
by
Flag.
itself.
You know that.
Knipple deserves co-rookie of the year. His team is in the playoffs. They balling.
So you said team is in the playoffs. So you talking about the other players you got around you? Hold on,
no.
because guess
Not
what?
when you
What the
average
Lakers
21
look
leading the
like?
league
What
in
the Lakers look
three-point
like on
percentage.
Sunday? What the Lakers look like when they played the Mavericks on national TV? When it was LeBron who got 39 points, and Cooper Flag got 45, and LeBron was playing without Luka and with Austin Reeves, and they've been one of the hottest teams in basketball. Well, Cooper Flag ain't had no Austin Reeves, no Luka this year.
Man.
He ain't had no Kyrie this year. So guess
That
what?
means he can shoot more balls.
That means
I
he
get
can
more
get his
shots.
points up. To your
What are you
point,
talking about?
Come on
to,
now.
hold on, to your point, when LeBron's playing with Luka and AR, he's getting 19, 20 points.
Yeah.
When they not in the gym, he can
gotta
get
go
30,
do it.
35, all he wants
40
to.
points.
Whatever it was he wanted to
And
do.
they lost.
So that means that Cooper's team is not winning. He can score all day. That's all.
Yeah,
Matter of
that's
fact,
all
they
I'm
want him to get used to that mentality.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different ballgame.
Like, look, you playing with a house money. Go ahead, do your thing, man.
So you
Look. I know before
you
the
saying he
game,
not
I
gonna be
got
that good next
25 shots. I should hit 50.
So he ain't gonna have 20.
Right.
So when Kyrie come back, he ain't gonna have 25 shots.
Now you gonna have 20. They're gonna give him 20 forever from right now.
Okay, all right. I
'Cause
mean,
if you're a
20,
superstar,
25.
wait. If you're a superstar, you get 18 to 20. That means you should average 28.
So he's a
27, or
superstar,
30.
right?
Oh, they team.
The NBA is making him a superstar.
They finna make him the
He's
face of
good.
the league.
They
He's
want him to
very
be the
good.
face so bad.
No, he's very,
And
very,
you know
good.
why?
Don't get me wrong.
He's
Don't
not
get-
good. The NBA making him the face,
No,
so
no,
he
but
good.
that is they want to ride him, man. He's American-born white guy that's cold. When's the last time we had one? When's the last time we had one?
Larry
Thank you.
Bird.
Thank you. Right what he said. Larry Bird. That's why they want him to do well.
Okay.
And he can play now. I
All right.
love him.
Okay. All right. So
Rockets all day, though.
speaking of the Rockets,
That's not.
I mean,
We need a point guard.
maybe we shouldn't even talk. Do we even need to talk about the Rockets?
Well, they on the
we
8
should.
game
No,
winning
we
streak.
can't.
They been
We
winning.
used to we got
They
to.
been winning.
They've been
8
winning.
game winning
So
streak.
tell me,
Yeah, 8-game winning streak.
So what's to talk about during this 8-game
Now
winning
we're gonna
streak?
talk about Dallas Cooper Flag. Y'all ain't going nowhere.
What's-
But we can't talk about Houston. They got
What's
an
to
8-game
talk about
winning
in the
streak.
playoffs?
Again, this
In the
8-game winning
playoffs.
streak that the
Boy,
Rockets
Dallas
are
Mel.
magically doing now. Miles, give me 2 sentences.
There's no difference. They get to the playoffs. Now they look like they're going to play LA in the playoffs, and LA going to be down 2 players, so they may be able to make a run in that game.
Oh, that'd be
in that
Lakers.
tournament.
That'd
Well,
be
I mean, in that series. Otherwise, don't really
Truesdale,
matter.
They'll beat the
what's
Lakers.
the difference between the Rockets now and before this 8-game winning streak? What gets you all excited about this product that they throwing out, which to me ain't no different?
I mean, they playing. You have a 8-game winning streak. Shit, that's a big difference. And if you play like that before the playoffs, that's
really
good.
good.
That's
That's
real
great.
good.
That's great.
You know, the problem is they don't have a point guard.
Yeah, they don't
when
have
they get a point guard, Rockets gonna be something to mess with. And I don't care what nobody say. We got one of the best coaches in the NBA.
I will say this, though. Amongst that 8-game winning streak, they had about 3 or 4 games where they gave up the lead in the fourth quarter when it mattered. That always scares me. They're the least clutch team in the All-NBA right now, and that's a problem.
Why they don't have a point guard?
Absolutely
Yeah,
why.
The guard play right now.
They
You
were going
got
Golden State
Sengun and Kevin Durant seem like they
Kevin Durant
initiating
does not
offense.
want the
I don't
ball
want
in his
that.
hand.
I don't want that all the time.
Well, Kevin Durant is not a guy going to put his
team.
team on his shoulder.
He's
He's not that type.
He does not want to initiate. He does not want to
I don't like
attract.
that. I don't like
No,
that.
no, that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
like he ain't gonna put
Hold
it
on.
his shoulder.
No, here's what I'm saying.
Oh.
He doesn't like to attract the attention coming
Yes.
across half court.
Yes.
He
That's
wants
what I
someone
don't
else to
want him
attract. Right. He wants someone else to attract attention, kick it to him, and he do his thing. And right now, without a point guard, he has to be that guy that gets the ball first. You gonna attract those double teams.
And that's what's gonna hurt him in the playoffs. You got Sengun
Absolutely.
and Durant having to do playmaking duties. We need a guard. I don't know why they didn't want to sign Chris Paul. He must don't like somebody or somebody.
It's a lot.
Durant don't
NBA
like him.
tired
Right?
of him.
Is
I
it
don't know.
Durant?
It's play. It's
But they should have got a
Chris
point
Paul
guard.
keep it real, but
I thought they should have went after what's my guy in Memphis, the backup in Memphis.
Yes.
Mike. What's
Mike Conley?
Mike Conley?
No,
Yeah, they-
Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah.
Minnesota.
They needed a veteran
Minnesota,
point guard.
Minnesota. So that would have been a great pickup. To me, y'all excited about an 8-game winning streak, you know, and they ain't doing anything that they haven't been doing all year. They might have a chance to end up with the Lakers because they're going to be either Austin Reeves and Luka going to be back and limited, or they're not going to be there at all. And I don't think LeBron can carry the team through the playoffs
Why
for
not?
sure.
Jordan could. No,
Jordan didn't play at 42, so
41.
41. He'll be 42 soon, but
Not till December 30th. Calm down.
okay, all right. All right, for 41. So I'm super excited about the NFL draft is in less than 3 weeks.
yes.
Yes.
NFL draft is less than 3 weeks. So make sure you check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook for our mock draft that we're going to put together. Going down all 32 teams in the first round, plus highlighting America's team, the
Texas.
Dallas
Houston,
Cowboys,
Texas.
with our first 12 and 20 picks.
Well,